So I was talking to a friend, and this is just a thing that, and this is for single people. There's a thing that, especially the younger generation, you know, how I'll just tell you. Okay, so my friend meets a girl. They're they're really good together, and all that. And I'm like, you know, I see him at the gym, blah 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 blah. So where's your girlfriend at? And he's like, oh, she ain't my girlfriend. And I'm like, why not? You guys are, you know, she's a good catch. You know, you're good together. You guys are both. Listen, when I see two people that I can tell are supposed to be together, I'm just gonna tell them, you know. But he's like, well, I didn't call her today. I'm kind of, you know, just playing it. I go, dude, don't play any fucking games. This whole, I'm afraid to be vulnerable. I'm afraid to tell somebody like, hey, you know, I really enjoy your company, and you know, like I wanna, you know, I want you in my life. I'd like to, I'd like you to be my girlfriend. God forbid you tell somebody that. You know what I mean? It's like people just play these games of who's gonna jump first, and you're wasting so much valuable time, and you're not even being yourself. You're being what the world wants you to be, because there's nothing wrong. Everybody wants to fall in love, okay? There's nothing wrong with meeting someone and treating them good and building a life together. Don't think that like people think that if you call somebody too much, or, you know, like you go on a date, you wait a day to call them, that's all bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there's, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Swingers, but there's no rhyme or reason. Go with what is right. Don't play into, you know, don't play into the world's, you know, games of what is good and what is bad. Like, everybody today, it seems like, back when I was a kid, the man pursued the woman and yada yada yada, but today it's like people are like afraid to you know, to meet people, or to be the person to, you know, like, it's like, I don't know if people are afraid of having something that's real. I don't know, you know, but this whole thing today is like, oh, we just, you know, oh, it's just sex and it's just meaningless. And I mean, is that what you want in your life? Just meaningless shit? Like, just fucking mediocre? Do you want to live a mediocre life? Every guy wants to meet a woman that he loves, or he wants to meet a woman that loves him like his mom loves him. Okay, that's just the truth. You know what I mean? And that's what men are looking for. You know, I don't care what anybody says. You know, like, everybody wants their mom, okay, when they get sick. All right. Same thing when a man is looking for a partner, a wife, a girlfriend, whatever. They're looking for somebody. Women are nurturers by nature. Men are protectors, providers. Supposed to be. I mean, there's not a lot of men today. There's a lot of pansy ass, millennials running around that don't have their shit together. And that's the thing I tell people all the time, is it's hard for women today to meet men, because there isn't any men. Okay? There isn't any real men. And when you do meet a real fucking man, you don't know, because you haven't ran across them. And you just think he's being a dick because you're used to bossing around the fembots that you date, and the beta males that will do whatever you say because they think you're so pretty. Listen, real men, a real man ain't gonna let you run the show. I'll just be honest with you, okay? He might agree with you at Bed Bath & Beyond just to get the fuck out of there, but a real man is not gonna let any woman, and I'm not even saying it to be misogynistic, the man is the head of the household. Let me be the man, you be the woman. I'll take care. Listen, anything that comes around here, that's my job, not yours. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you're not an equal decision maker, and that your opinion isn't valid, and yada yada yada, and that you should be barefoot and pregnant, or in the dungeon, you know, chained to the floor, and when I need you, I'll fucking unlock you. I'm not saying that. But you have to be, okay? There's a reason why it's called traditional. There's a reason why traditional values aren't, you know, that's the reason why we're all fucked up. Okay? You got a bunch of sissies running around, and women don't know. They don't know who's who. Especially the younger generation. I grew up where men pursued women, and it wasn't a big deal. Today it's like, oh, don't be vulnerable. God forbid you buy a girl flowers or open the door for him. Fuck all the pretend shit. You're supposed to put your woman on a pedestal and treat her like a princess. That's what's missing today. Okay? That's what's missing from this generation. Doesn't know, okay, how to court or date or, establish a romantic, thing. Or, back in the day when you'd say, I'm going on a date, you had to ask, it's called a date for a reason. You had to ask a woman's father, hey, I want to spend some time with your daughter. I'd like to do it on this date. You had to meet them, it meant something. You open the door for them. You let them sit down first. You let them order first. And this thing about marriage is you start treating the woman like an employee or the husband like an employee, and you don't stop dating when you get married. You know what I mean? It's a lifelong thing.